The following data shows the cost of visiting a horse ranch for 1 day and 1 night for different numbers of people. And we can see here on the top that the number of people goes 4, 6, 8, 10, 12, and then here's the cost. We're going to draw a scatter plot of the data, but I'm actually going to have my calculator do that for me. You can make a hand-drawn one if you'd like. I've already entered the data in list 1 and list 2, as you can see. And what I'm going to do is I'm going to turn my stat plot on, or make sure it's on, by hitting second Y equals and hitting enter. My plot 1 is turned on, it's on scatter plot, and list 1 and list 2 are listed as the X and the Y list. The next thing I'm going to do is hit zoom 9. If we hit zoom 9, we can see this, this set of points here. There's 5 of them, and they all line up almost in a straight line, and their direction is positive. So if we describe the direction, form, and strength here, the direction will be positive. The form will be linear, and I think this is strong, or even I'm going to write very strong. I mean, look at those points right there. If you were to draw a straight line, they would, almost all the points would go right through that straight line. We're going to calculate the equation of the line of best fit here. So to ask our calculator to do that, we're just going to go to statistics, that's STAT right here, cursor 1 to the right to calculate, and then it's number 4, and we'll hit enter on number 4. I'm going to hit second 1, which will get us list 1, comma, second number 2, which gets us list 2, and I'm also going to ask the calculator to save this for me in Y sub 1. So I'll do another comma, hit the vars key or variables key, cursor 1 to the right, and hit enter and enter again. Then I can hit enter. Now we have some things to look at. So we've got our best fit line, we've got R, and we've got R squared here. So calculating the best fit line, it looks like it's Y is equal to 45x plus 65. That's our best fit line. I'm going to put a little hat there over the top. Nice numbers to deal with, I suppose, there. So what we'll do now is we're going to take a look at that best fit line, which we said was 45x plus 65. We're going to use it to predict the cost for 15 people. Well, the cost is the Y, and then the X in this case is going to be our number of people, so we can just substitute that in. And we'll type this in our calculator here, and then just hit enter. So 40 times, oh, oops, that would have been bad. Not 4 times 15, 45 times 15. Would have been the deal of the century there. And then plus 65. So that's 740. So our predicted cost is 740. Well, 15 people, 740 bucks. Not too bad, I guess. And now what we're going to do is we're going to interpret the slope in context. Well, the slope here is 45, and I'm going to write that as a fraction, 45 over 1. Remember that the slope is the change in Y over the change in X. So I like to list my variables out here to see what they are. The Y variable is cost in dollars, and the X variable is going to be the number of people. So here's what this slope means in context. For every person, the cost goes up, it's positive, by $45. So I'm going to say each person costs $45. That's the interpretation part. Slope on its own is pretty meaningless, but when we use it to describe a situation, it takes on meaning. We're going to also interpret the y-intercept in context. Well, the y-intercept here is 0, 65. The x value is 0, and so it's the number of people. And so the x is the number of people here, and we could say when there's 0 people, the cost will be $65. So with no one, the cost is 65. Now that doesn't make too much sense at first glance, but actually it does make sense. So you'd be right if you said that, well, if nobody went, the cost wouldn't be $65, there'd be nobody to pay. But here's what it means. It means there's probably an initial fee of $65. In other words, if 2 people went, it would be 2 times 45, which is 90 plus 65. Lots of things work like that. The 65 could be just about anything. It could be parking, it could be a group fee. Many businesses do this. They'll charge a base fee for a group of people coming in, and then they'll just charge you per person after that.